Well, good morning, everyone. Thomas Montgomery, Smart Money Alliance, and IIMFL. We are a 501c3 nonprofit. We get together pretty much every Monday through Friday at this time, 8 o'clock Central, or a minute or so before, to visit with our distribution partners. We have different types or categories of distribution partners. We have affiliates, who that's a free and easy role to get engaged in, and they simply get paid for referring in clients. We have financial literacy educators. Those folks are often typically an affiliate, plus they're actually working with the clients over the 4-week curriculum to help improve financial literacy and to help them improve access to capital. Financial literacy educators do some specific topics during that 4-week curriculum, including writing the key person policy. And I know several of you are loving this. Annette's on the call, the Zoom this morning. I believe that we've sent her 12 or 13 clients over the past few days to write key person policies on. I think Brian's getting ready to get plugged in as well. A number of you are getting set up, and we don't charge anything, but getting set up in our system as a financial literacy educator, so you're able to mentor the clients. And just last week, we had a really good training on what does that mean? What do you do? How does that work? Then we also have our joint venture partners and branch managers. Regardless of which role you're in, today, I think it's going to be a useful topic, and we call it the entrepreneur ecosystem. For those of you that have been into our office on our Friday live trainings, this is one of the most popular topics that we talk about. And a couple of you have requested that we go ahead and address it virtually. So that's what we're doing today. So if you look at this diagram, and certainly I'm no expert in developing diagrams, but you're right there in the center. You're where it says IIMFL access to capital, because what do you provide? You provide access to pre-launch and startup businesses, startup being defined as 2 years or less in business, to provide them the knowledge that they need, the financial literacy to be successful, and to help them position for a successful capital raise. And through our access to capital program, with no upfront cost to the client, we guarantee them at least $100,000 capital raise. Not too good to be true in the least bit, right? Because we're going to gather data, see what the right source or sources of capital are, help them get funding. If they don't qualify yet, assist them until they do. It's a legitimate, credible model that's really well received for a few reasons. Again, we are a 501c3. Number 2, there's no upfront cost to the client. Number 3, there's a guaranteed capital raise. And then lastly, it's great for our distribution partners because you're getting several streams of income, which we'll talk about in a moment. What I want to do before we get over to the box on the left is let's talk a little bit about the ecosystem and drill into each area. So we'll start at the 12 o'clock position here, business bankers and lenders. Well, to no surprise, many small businesses, the first place that they'll go if they need money for their business is their bank. Not a bad decision, right? However, what you and I know is about 97% of small businesses that apply for a business loan are declined. And frankly, the business lending world is beyond just banks. There's many other sources of capital. So it's certainly plausible that if you were to take an aggressive effort, or at least a diligent effort, to educate business bankers and lenders about our no upfront cost, guaranteed access to capital program, that you could begin to get referrals. And some of you have done that. You've told me that you've gone to bankers, explained our program, that we're a 501c3, there's no upfront cost. And we can even direct them back to that same lender once they're capital ready. So this is a little bit of an advanced topic, but for those of you that are a bit more sophisticated, this just makes all the sense in the world. Now, we also get referrals from lenders that are not traditional lenders, but still have clients. Maybe they're in merchant card advances, which is not what we do. Well, they tend to get a lot of prospects that just don't qualify for merchant card advances or other types of funding. And so then they can become a referral source to you. And of course, they can get paid and you can get paid. Now, when we talk about setting up affiliate relationships, which is over here on number 2, typically business bankers are not going to become an affiliate due to a conflict of interest. Alternative lenders usually will and will desire that. But I'm never hesitant to explain to anyone I talk to, we are not MLM, we're not network marketing, but we do have a great affiliate model. And so if you ever run across small businesses that might want or need capital to start or grow, reach their potential, you could refer them to us. We'll give you a free landing page to refer them to. And in fact, we do a revenue share with you. And that revenue share includes $1,000 from each client. Once they've submitted their deferred refundable deposit, you're going to earn 1% of the capital raise. And oh, by the way, well, again, while we're not MLM or network marketing, we do pay overrides 3 levels deep. So there's no reason to be hesitant or reserved about promoting the fact that people can become an affiliate, a sub-affiliate of yours, because number one, that's going to generate overrides for you. And there's nothing gray or unethical or unpalatable about an affiliate program. Some of the largest businesses in our nation have affiliate programs where if you refer someone to them, then they'll cut you a little bit back. That's true for Amazon and eBay and QuickBooks and on and on. And so I think it's important that if we have a desired goal of generating income for ourselves, we've got to focus on the process, because if you implement the process, the outcome, money in your pocket, happens automatically. I see so many people that they're worried about generating more income, but they're ignoring the process. The process is what's going to generate the income. The income comes automatically, and reaching out to the members of this ecosystem is a very effective way to do that, not the least of which are other sources of capital. We are not a lender. We don't compete with banks or credit unions or any other source of capital. Again, the clients can be referred to us. We can get them capital ready and then back to that lender if they qualify, or elsewhere, but we're always offering that revenue share. So business bankers and lenders is one of the important members of the entrepreneur ecosystem that you should be actively interfacing with, or at least considering. So if any of you have any questions about that, go ahead and type that into the Q&A. With the Access to Capital program, again, it's bulletproof. We're using an award-winning curriculum from the FDIC. It's promoted by the SBA. We are a nationally recognized 501c3. There are no upfront costs, and even the performance fee that we're charging is very reasonable. 6% is far below the overall market rate for this type of capital. Okay, so that's the first of the bubbles here. Let's move over to the right, to the 3 o'clock. So now this category is called key influencers, and there's many different types of key influencers. This is not an exhaustive list, but what I want to do is talk about each of these and what's in it for them, so you can understand why they would want to generate referrals to you. First, of course, what's true for any of the potential referral partners is they could become an affiliate, and then they could get paid as well as you getting paid overrides. So that's obvious. But beyond that, let's talk about what's in it for them, why they might want to collaborate. Pastors. Well, think about it. If you're a pastor, what do you want? You want the best for your congregation. You probably look at your congregation and you see, of course, some small business owners, but a lot of people aren't. A lot of your congregation may be facing some financial struggles during this pandemic. Some may even be out of work. Well, and then this will tie down to employment resources. Of course, if you can't find a job or you're underemployed, in other words, you're not earning as much as you want through your job, then having a side gig makes sense. Well, what you and I offer people is a side gig to be an affiliate. that cost them zero and can make them more than most people make at their full-time job. So pastors care about their congregation. Of course, a financially healthy congregation is more likely to be able to tithe and be less reliant on the benevolence fund as far as funds from the church to help meet bills. And then, of course, they often do have some small business member owners that are members of the church. And quite frankly, some of the larger churches even have more of a small business or entrepreneurial type of segmentation for resources. So pastors are a great fit. And you don't have to think anything beyond Dave Ramsey's Financial Peace University, which isn't what we do. We're doing business financial literacy. Dave Ramsey does personal financial literacy. But Dave Ramsey's made tens of millions of dollars working through churches. We can do that too through our educational campaign. Now, with the key influencers, of course, they may want to become an affiliate themselves. And so, again, I would offer that to each of them. Some of them will say yes, some of them won't be interested. But we can also at least come in and do an educational presentation. And our primary educational presentation that we do for a lead funnel builder is the 27 mistakes. So that's pastors. Chambers of commerce are a bit of a mixed bag. In general, I would say anticipate needing to join the chamber to be able to collaborate with them, but that's not always the case. You'll get their ear, you'll get their attention more so if you do join. But I'll give an example. Again, just last week, Charlotte, who's not on the call this morning, set up a three-way call, which is our protocol for a chamber. We had a conversation with them. They were not interested in moving forward with the affinity relationship at this time. It was a little bit too complicated to work through the board, but they were ready, willing, and able to go ahead and set up an educational webinar for their hundreds of small business members. And we set that up, I think it's the 29th of this month, if I recall. So chambers of commerce obviously are composed of small businesses. They are certainly a key influencer. We can do a revenue share with them, which we call our affinity relationship, or just simply work through them to educate. Meetup groups and other types of aggregations, there's Facebook groups of small business owners, there's LinkedIn groups, there's meetup groups. You can go to meetup.com. They usually have a designated facilitator or administrator of the group. And we've had really good success going to them and setting them up as an affiliate and then working through them to reach out to their sphere of influence. So they're helping the small business members that are members of, for example, the meetup group. And then secondly, they're also able to share in the revenue stream. Business organizations and business associations is a broad category. One top producer that we've seen, he went to a national trade association, and it's kind of like a blue collar, like a heating, cooling, plumbing type of national trade association. And so he has begun working through them to reach out to their memberships. And he's made significant income by being a recognized resource through a business organization or association. Again, this could be set up as one of our affinity relationships, or they could just simply be, you could just plug into someone as an affiliate. We were talking to Black Wall Street, for example, whereby they have set up, one of their leaders is set up as an affiliate, and then we're turning around and setting up an affinity underneath that affiliate. So that the leader gets personal income, the organization gets the affinity income, and so forth. Trade schools. We spent some time talking about this a couple of weeks ago, like going to cosmetology schools. So when you have these trade schools that are producing new entrepreneurs, new small business owners, guess what's typically not taught or not addressed in a diligent fashion? How do they go access capital? So you could develop a relationship with cosmetology schools, barber schools, and others. They could become an affiliate. We could do an affinity relationship in either case, and then they become lead generator, a funnel to their sphere of influence. Lastly, and increasingly, and this taps back to what I mentioned at the beginning, remember, each household is an economy, right? And so each economy needs to have revenue, and they need to manage their expenses, and hopefully they have money left over. Hopefully they're saving money for expected and unexpected expenses in the future, and so forth. Well, many people are impacted by a loss of jobs or a reduction of income. And it's not always about going and finding that next $10, $12 an hour, $15 an hour, $20 an hour job. It could very well be that they could pursue self-employment and use that either as a replacement to their employment income or a supplement. And so there's a grant right now out, I think it's a $160,000 grant, where you can go in and address entrepreneurialism within the unemployment umbrella, because increasingly on a national basis, we realize it's not just all about getting a job. It may be creating jobs. It may be generating income and doing something on your own. So this isn't an exhaustive list of key influencers, and some of you are more creative and diligent than others, but hopefully that helps you better understand that if you can approach these key influencers, we always joke, it's like hooking your hose to a running faucet, because they have such a large sphere of influence. Another category, and this is an interesting category, a year ago, one of the fastest growing industries in the nation was shared office space. WeWork and Regus and these others were growing and raising capital and doing some amazing things. Well, that has subdued a bit with the pandemic and the concerns of social distancing, but you can't ignore the fact anywhere where your prospects are gathering is a good place to plug into, right? Your prospects, small business owners, often are members of chambers. Your prospects, small business owners, often join informal groups. They're often members of organizations and associations. They often graduate and get their training through trade schools. Well, they also often office at offices, which could be full-time offices or virtual offices or part-time offices. So some of them may in fact be willing to form an affinity or an affiliate relationship with us. I don't know which ones are going to say yes and which ones are going to say no, but if you're really good at business development, and I'll talk to some clients and they'll say, well, I'm not a salesman. Well, if you're going to own your own business, you better have some element of the ability to market and sell, or you'll probably close, right? Because if you don't have leads, you're probably not going to have clients. And if you don't have clients, you're probably not going to have income. So we're not trying to get people to be distracted from making donuts or selling mufflers. But the bottom line is all of us need to have some basic competency in sales and marketing, or we probably won't be successful in any aspect of entrepreneurialism. Well, so this is certainly an area that we could go approach the landlord, the owner, the person in charge of office buildings and office space and co-working and even incubators, and approach them about the no upfront cost, 501c3 subsidized access to capital program. Now let's go over to 9 o'clock and look at business to business professionals. And this list could have been infinitely long. But if you think about who are other professionals that are selling to small businesses and or already have small business relationships. Long list, but let's start with Aflac and Colonial agents. So these are licensed agents, so they could become in your hierarchy as they're generating key person policies. You would earn overrides, of course, but they're often looking for ways to differentiate themselves and get into small businesses. And they often have a pretty good number of unsold prospects. And so Aflac and Colonial agents can be an extraordinary business to business professional, whereby they just simply become an affiliate and refer in, they get paid and you get paid overrides, or they may actually want to become one of your agents. They actually would become a financial literacy educator on your team. They get paid and you earn overrides. There are representatives that are out trying to sell merchant card processing, trying to get credit card terminals and virtual terminals in small businesses. Competitive industry, kind of a hard conversation to start, but you could bring them in as a sub-affiliate of yours. They have another arrow in their quiver, might even be their door opener now. They get paid, you get paid. Of course, just about every small business would benefit by having an attorney relationship, someone to review agreements, help with collections, help with contract creation, and so forth. Well, Legal Shield is an MLM that fills that gap. It's been around, used to be called Prepaid Legal, been around for decades. I don't have any relationship with them, but this is an example where there's tens of thousands of reps. Many of them realize small businesses are some of the best prospects to work with. They could become an affiliate on your team. It's not a conflict of interest. You add another arrow to their quiver, and they could be generating business and generating overrides for you. I could have picked any of a number. For instance, we bought office furniture when we first leased. We leased the top floor of an office building here in Mineola, Texas. And we moved from a co-working space. So in the co-working space we were previously in, all the furniture was provided. Well, we had to go buy furniture for our new office. And so we found an office supply place and we went and bought tens of thousands of dollars of furniture and equipment. Well, whether it be businesses that sell office furniture, professionals that sell websites, they are trying to attract small business clients. They have some small business clients, and they probably have some old unsold prospects because those clients didn't have the capital to buy the office furniture like we did, or get a fancy website. So we almost can become a financing arm of some business-to-business professionals through our Access to Capital program. So they refer someone over, we help them raise capital. Now they can get the super deluxe website, or now they can afford to buy the conference room table and chairs or what have you. Business coaches are really good because business coaches, there's a couple of franchises and then there's just at-large business coaches. They focus on providing monthly coaching services for businesses that often they find that access to capital is an issue for the businesses to reach their potential or even to afford the business coaching services. So again, they can be a referral source to you. You could be a referral source to them. And that's the point I should have made here. Throughout this ecosystem, it's not just a one-way flow. It's that you're able to refer your relationships to these individuals and professionals and organizations as need be, and then they can refer to you. So business coaches are good. CPAs, bookkeepers, billing experts, tax preparers are obviously ripe. Now, the extended tax returns were all due back 4 days ago on October 15th. So now I think probably a lot of those tax preparers are breathing a little bit for the first time in the recent past. But they have small business relationships, an intimate financial relationship with them. And so there's no reason that we couldn't ask them to become an affiliate. There's nothing wrong with that. You're not going to offend them. You're not going to embarrass yourself by letting them know that you're part of a 501c3 grant subsidized program. It's called Access to Capital, no upfront cost, great revenue share potential, and we help small businesses raise at least $100,000. So as we try to hit this home, the point is, if you're not having as many conversions per month, if you're not making as much money as you would like, then the problem is we need more conversions. And if you don't have enough conversions, then probably the issue is you don't have enough leads. And you might say, oh, I don't know where to get leads. Well, we've had other presentations on leads, and there's databases that you can pull, all newly formed LLC, C Corps, S Corps, and other ways to get leads. But you could also think of it in these terms of an entrepreneurial ecosystem, and just reach out to these key influencers and other business to business professionals in your community or nationally, and develop a referral relationship with them. They can refer to you, you can refer to them, and they can become affiliates. So in terms of action steps, just keep it simple. Keep it simple. If you have a prospective prospect, all you need to do is drive them to your landing page, right? All we ask for is their name, their email, their phone number. We'll put them in the drip marketing sequence. We'll reach out to them and invite them to participate in the Access to Capital program. You don't have to explain everything. You don't have to sell anything to anyone. You don't have to collect any money. You just generate the lead and we take it from there. If you're also a financial literacy educator, then of course you can be the mentor afterwards. But even if just as an affiliate, you can still get paid well. And we'll talk about that in a moment. The second action step is to be much more aggressive in offering the affiliate opportunity to people in your community that are part of this ecosystem, because we have something that's good, it's valuable, it's reputable, it works, there's no upfront costs, there's a guaranteed capital raise. Again, we're a 501c3, and many people know small businesses. So frankly, it's not who you know, but it's who they know. Right. And I can give you so many examples where we brought on an affiliate that really wasn't much of a producer, but that affiliate brought on someone that was a home run. And so those are two action steps. Let's talk about, and we'll close out on how you monetize this. So you're going to earn $1,000 from each person that enrolls in the Access to Capital program. And that'll be paid out, of course, after we receive their deferred refundable deposit, which is after their first capital raise. So you know you're going to make at least $1,000, but you also know you're going to make 1% or more of their capital raise. You know that we guarantee at least $100,000 capital raise. Well, 1% of 100,000, to no surprise, is another $1,000. If you're one of our branch managers or joint venture partners, you make even more than 1%. But regardless, just at the most basic level, you're going to make 1,000 and 1,000. So you've already made $2,000 for simply just dropping a prospect in. Now, again, if you're set up as a financial literacy educator, then you can write the key person policies. Any of you that are currently licensed insurance professionals, this is awesome. This is awesome. I think most insurance professionals would love to help more people protect their assets and manage their money more effectively. But getting leads can be a challenge. This is not a model where we have to go talk to our friends and family. Not that there's anything wrong with it. This is an ability to work with business professionals and drive in. If you're not writing at least 10 key person policies a month, we should both be embarrassed. And if you're writing about 10 a week, as Annette is now, then you're right on track. I mean, it's a great opportunity to earn income while helping others. And again, while we're not MLM, we're not network marketing, we do have overrides, and you can earn overrides from the capital raise portion and also from the insurance portion. So let's go through that and then we'll get to your questions. So let's say that you're working your ecosystem and you come across a pastor, and the pastor says, yes, I would be interested in having the financial literacy campaign available to my congregation. That would be nice. That would be helpful. Well, great. Let's get you set up as an affinity partner. Affinity partners between you and I are paid just like an affiliate. So they're going to get paid. That pastor now is going to get paid the 1,000, going to get paid 1%, and can also, of course, because pastors know other pastors, could earn overrides. But that doesn't preclude you from getting paid at all. That's the beauty of it, right? Because of the overrides, you're getting paid and the pastor's getting paid. You're getting paid and the meetup group organizer's getting paid. You're getting paid and the owner or the manager of the trade school is getting paid. You're getting paid and the landlord of the co-working space is getting paid. You're getting paid and all these other referral partners are getting paid. So I'll get to your questions here in a second, but the bottom line is it's so simple now. It's so simple. You have a lead, just drop them on your landing page. Keep your eyes and ears open and look for people that can become an affiliate. Maybe you don't have much time. Maybe you don't have much focus or concentration or whatever the excuse is that you're not out generating prospects, but other people do have focus, time, diligence, or connections. And all of a sudden you could be generating significant override income all without them having any expense. Okay, so let's get to your questions here as we wrap it up. Yes, so we have webinars at 10 a.m. Central for prospective clients. And so there's a link on the website to access that. And I can show you that in a second, Joseph. So I'll pause there and I'll come back to you in a second. Glenn asked about cannabis-based businesses. Yes, there's only 3 restrictions of who we can work with. Number 1 is that it has to be a U.S. citizen. Number 2, it has to be U.S.-based business. And 3rd, it has to be a legal business model. So don't worry about industry other than that. Anna Marie's asking about, if you just did the key person policies. And so, yes, when we build loan packages out, there's a number of things that we put in the loan package: a business plan, financial projections, personal financial statements, key person policy, and so forth. And so we write all of our key person policies through Nationwide. So if you want to be writing those, Anna Marie, then you'd get set up as an agent in our hierarchy, and then you would be eligible to write those policies and do the 4-week mentoring, which we had a lesson on that. I think it was last Thursday or Friday. And so you're absolutely correct. You could focus just on that portion, develop a team of affiliates that are just driving you volume, and you just sit all day and write policies. And so that would be fine. So it is true that you could divide this process into 2 components: lead generation and client implementation. Client implementation is what the financial literacy educators do, leading through the 4-week sequence, writing the policy. You could specialize, Anna Marie, in just that portion. That would be fine. However, you're still going to need clients to work with, right? So if you don't want to do the lead generation, perfect. We can work together to use this ecosystem to develop a team of affiliates that are funneling new business. So that makes sense. Robert asked about the refundable deposit. Yes, so we have a deferred refundable deposit in the Access to Capital program that covers the cost of developing the loan package, and that is collected after the first round of capital raised by the client. So they don't have that out of pocket, and you earn, Robert, $1,000 from that. Okay, let me stop the share for a second because we had the question on how to access the 10 a.m. webinars that we hold. And the 10 a.m. webinars are focused on clients, prospective clients. So give me just a second and I'll pull that up and then you'll be able to see it here. So let me share the screen again. Now that I've got it pulled up. Great. Okay. So on the IIMFL website, you go to small business certification. This is what we do the first 4 weeks of the Access to Capital program. So we're going to take people through this 4-week educational curriculum. This is what our financial literacy educators do. They have a weekly 15-minute call and they write up the key person policy. But the question was, how do we get access to the daily webinars that are held at 10 o'clock Central for prospective clients? And it's right here. Daily webinars, click there to register. Again, that's on the IIMFL website, Small Business Certification tab. What other questions do any of you have about what we've covered? Are you more knowledgeable of the ecosystem of what you can do to reach out to these folks, to be able to simply drop prospects into your landing page, which we provide you for free? Are you more comfortable in introducing and allowing people to become an affiliate? Use your links. They're automatically hard coded to you, and whatever they produce, you get paid off of. Even if they go out and they recruit affiliates, which would be a sub-affiliate, then they get paid and you get paid. Anna Marie's asking more about the key person policy. So the amount of money that you make, Anna Marie, off the key person policy it's a commission that's paid directly to you from Nationwide Insurance. It pays out weekly, and the amount that you'll receive will be based upon the size of the policy. The size of the policy is going to be based upon the needs and circumstances, what we call the suitability of the client, making sure that we're accomplishing 2 goals every time that we write a key person policy. They should have the available instrument for a collateral assignment that many lenders require that protects the lender in case the key person were to die while the loan is open. And then secondly, we use an indexed universal life policy, in most cases, Anna Marie, that actually serves as a retirement vehicle for that small business owner. So it's helping them protect their assets, that if they were to die, that their bills will be taken care of, but it has a strong cash growth component, because most people are not on track for retirement. Most people are not saving enough money for life's expected and unexpected expenses. So we're able to help them with that, Anna Marie, without risk. Now, with that being said, the amount of commissions that you earn will depend upon the client's policy size, and the client's policy size will depend upon their circumstances. But to say that you're going to make, just if I gave you just a simple range, $500 to $1,000 per policy, that would be very reasonable. The neat thing is, Anna Marie, that they pay you, Nationwide will pay you even before the policy is issued. Once you just submit the policy, they're ready to wire you 40% of your commission. And so you can get revenue coming so quickly, which is beautiful. All right, so let's get to the next question. Kwong asked if he sends his prospects to the 10 o'clock central training, which we just talked about. Well, you're going to want to make sure that you submit your prospects in on your landing page. And if you do that, Kwong, then you know that they're tracked to you. If you just send them to the webinar and you've not first put them on your landing page, that could put you at risk. I wouldn't do that. I would drive all of your prospects through your landing page. And then in addition to, now we're going to invite them to this. Once you put them on your landing page, just so you know, we invite them to this. It's part of the drip marketing campaign. So frankly, you don't even have to do that. But if you want to put them in your landing page first and then encourage them to do this, then you're protected. Thank you, Kwon. All right, Robert, we can visit offline by getting your E&O set up. Anna Marie says, thank you. You're welcome. Yep, and landing pages are free. All that we ask is that any of you actually go through the process so you understand how it works. So let's go over to Contrarian AB, which is where the access to capital. So this is our for-profit business. IIMFL and Smart Money Alliance are both nonprofits. And so the access to capital page is here on contrarianab.com, access to capital. And so if you drop someone into your landing page, which you don't have yet, Robert, then we will plug them into the whole sequence. If you don't have a landing page yet, then simply by you participating, which there's no upfront cost, then you'll learn the system, Robert, and then we'll automatically generate a landing page for you. In fact, and we shared this with everyone last week, we now automatically create a landing page for every participant in the Access to Capital program, because we know most people want extra side money, earned income, and most people know other small business owners. So Robert, all you'll need to do is come over here, fill this out, and then we'll be able to get you that landing page by getting you set up. All right, well, we ran long, and I guess I'm infamous for that. Okay, Rainier asked affiliate link. So when you log in to Post Affiliate Pro, then, but once you became an affiliate, you applied to be an affiliate, we approved you to be an affiliate, and then once we approved you to be an affiliate, well, and let's let's go here. If you don't know how to become an affiliate, if you're not plugged into the new platform, IIMFL, career page, scroll down, and free and easy to become an affiliate. So if you've already done this, you don't need to do it again, of course, but you click here, it's going to take you to the new page. What's going to happen then is you can get set up free and easy to become an affiliate. Once we approve you, you get a notification email, you're able to log in. When you log in through what we call Post Affiliate Pro, that's the software that we use to manage the affiliate network, there's a link down at the bottom and it says sign up an affiliate. And so it's a unique link that you would give out. So it's going to take them to a page that looks just like this, except it's going to be coded to you, where this is just the general one. But it'll look just the same. So they'll get an overview of what it's like to be an affiliate, how it works, some specific information. And then there's the sign up page, and the referral ID is what they want to be called. The parent affiliate is your name, but you don't even need to worry about that if you're using your sub-affiliate link, because or your affiliate link, because it's automatically coded to you. Anything gray is optional. So the only 3 things we technically need to get someone set up as an affiliate are those 3 items. So in short, Rainier, log into Post Affiliate Pro. Down at the bottom, you'll see a link that says sub-affiliate link or affiliate link, and you'll use that. That way they're hard coded. Now, if someone kind of sneaks in the system and they should have been your sub-affiliate, but they didn't use your link, let us know. And usually we can just move them over to you without a problem. So don't worry about that. And then you also have a different link, Rainier, to add agents. So if you want someone to become a financial literacy educator, they have to do the background check. You're going to give them your link to complete the background check. And then that's going to allow them, and that link is going to bring them to a page that looks like this. The last 3 digits is going to be your agent code. This is my agent code, so you wouldn't want to use this, but it'll look just like this, but with your the last 5 digits is your agent code, and allow them to go through and do the background check so they can become a financial literacy educator. They get paid, you get paid. All right, well, thanks everyone for your time. We'll be back here tomorrow morning, same time, same place. Have a good day. Bye.